What's up, everybody? This is Corey from My2Cents, and today we have another screen protector for the Galaxy S7 Edge. This is the Skinomi screen protector for this particular phone. So we're going to give this one a whirl and see how it checks out. I've done a few of these. We'll see how hard it is to put on. Right here, as you open it up, you got the instructions on the left-hand side. Basically, make sure it's turned off, wash your hands, clean the device with the cloth that's installed, spray it, apply the skin, and then use something hard plastic to push out all the additional liquid. And also give it about 4 to 5 hours before powering on your device. And it says micro bubbles, streaks, and imperfections should go away within 2 to 3 days. So something to keep in mind. Well, let's take a look at what comes inside this. We have our spray solution, which is more than enough to apply your screen protector, possibly about 30 of them, onto the phone. And then the rest of the packaging looks like it's all the stuff that comes for the protector, the screen. We have our Skinomi cloth here. And it looks like there's a little bit of information if you want to go to the Skinomi website and check out how to install it, or you can just finish watching this video and see how it goes down. We have our screen protector on this white backing piece of paper here. So it's not the 3D curved stuff that you'd see. It's much more like the IQ liquid skin. It's a wet protector, so meaning we'd have to spray this on before we apply it. So basically what we're going to do is take our microfiber cloth, clean the phone, get it nice and streak free, make sure there's no dust on it. If you have to, use some tape or something to pull any dust off of the device. Now, this didn't come with a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't even have a squeegee in here to help me push out the excess liquid. Really, all I got was the solution, which I'm going to spray my fingers right now, the screen protector, and the microfiber cloth. So now we got our hands wet. This will allow us to pull the screen protector off of the backing, the white backing that it's adhered to. We won't leave any fingerprints on it this way, and then you can kind of maneuver it around. So you want to make sure your hands are nice and clean before you spray the solution on, so there's no dirt, grime, or oil on them. Make sure it'll stick down. So now that we have that done, we're spraying the back of the screen protector, making sure it's pretty wet. I mean, we're just gonna mist it. We'll probably put about 3 or 4 sprays onto it. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the protector, put it on the phone, and then kind of push it free. Now I'm lucky enough that I have a squeegee lying around from a different protector. So we'll try that again. And I didn't get it lined up, so I'm gonna try that again. Trying to take the home button kind of into account here. Now, I had this screen protector for an S6 Edge Plus, and I kind of almost gave up on it at that point. We're going to spray just a little bit more down here. Let's see here. We want to get this bottom portion lined up as much as possible. Run our finger down the center. Make sure all the openings line up, so the proximity sensor, camera, earpiece. You don't want to necessarily pull on it very much. This will stretch, and you don't want to leave any marks on it. So we're not going to pull on it too much. We'll kind of squeegee in the direction we want it to move a little bit, and hopefully that'll help us out. So now we have it kind of laid down. There's a lot of liquid in here, so the first thing that I normally do is kind of push it out. Use a cloth itself to help push it and soak the liquid up. Now, this is a water resistant phone, so you don't have to stress about too much about getting liquid into your ports and home button, that kind of stuff. But we still want to clean up as much of it as possible to help the drying portion of the phone. So we're just going to kind of push it off to the side here as much as possible. We got a little bit dry. We'll take our squeegee here and just work our way down. Squeegee out as much of the liquid as possible. Get all those bubbles off of the device. There's some tricky ones in here. We'll just try to get those also. And you can already see that it's kind of sticking in the corner pretty well. I mean, it's a little bit better than some of the other ones that I've done before. And sometimes you have to let it get a little bit dry before it'll let you push the corners down and stick, which is a case with these wet protectors on this particular phone. You can see as soon as I run my hand around that corner, it wants to pill up. So we've got some additional bubbles here. We need to get these things out. So let's work on this with our squeegee. You want to get all of the liquid out as much as possible. You don't want anything in here. You'll see some streaking underneath the glass or the protector itself, and that's completely fine, but you want to get all the bubbles out. You don't want those to stay in here. Now, one thing that I can already tell you with this protector is it's going to have that orange peel feeling, that ripple. just putting the squeegee onto it, you can see that I've nicked the middle of the protector right there. I'm not really happy about that, especially when it says use a hard plastic. I'm using something even softer than a credit card, so that's not kind of cool. So we're just going to try to get the corners to stick down as much as possible here. There's a bubble or two in there that doesn't necessarily want to come out, but it's pretty flat, so it might be a micro bubble that'll pop out here in just a second. So just running my hand around, you can see that the protector wants to pull back up again. So just kind of finish it off, making sure that the edges are stuck down. Get all the liquid out, all the bubbles out that you can, and go ahead and let it set for 4 to 5 hours before you do much with it. And then let's go ahead and take a look and see what the finished product looks like. So here's our protector. I've left it on for a good solid week at this point. There's no additional scratches in it, but there is that big ding right in the center of it, which really doesn't make me happy. Down here at the bottom, there is a little piece of dirt in there, which is my bad. And then down here, you can see it rippled further. I was putting this in the Samsung VR, and it was kind of rolling up the screen protector at the bottom and rippling it, which isn't really that cool. So maybe if you have a VR and you want to use it, you might want to cut that out. So I'm pretty sure the home button is pretty flush, but up here at the top, you can see that the cutouts are a little bit low. It may just be the way that I applied it as well. And it does adhere to the corners quite nicely, which is a plus. That's a problem for a lot of protectors. The one thing that this thing just does not have going for it, you can see all of those dimples and ripples. And whether it's those creases from squeegeeing it out or just the protector itself, you can see that it's got kind of the ripply effect on it, and it doesn't really feel smooth. So that's something that happens with Skinomi protectors. It's something that we're fairly used to. But I wish it would be a little bit clearer, something a little bit closer to glass. One thing that this does have going for it is I put it in this oblique case that I have, which doesn't have a ton of edge overlap, but it's not the least that you have either. And this protector stayed on. I mean, it seems to be fairly case friendly when it comes to the cutout that they're using, so that's kind of nice. You can use this combo. If you're using something that wraps around further, then it most likely would kind of pull it up a little bit. So something to keep an eye on. All in all, I'm going to give this like a 3 out of 5 just because of the orange pill effect. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would suggest checking out the D&P protector video that I have. That's my favorite so far. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.